Hello everybody, this is Jeff from the Technology Learning Center, and today we're going to talk about another one of our wonderful databases that we have on our website. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our website, it's cmclibrary.org. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our menu, Help, and we're going to go to Research. Now, from here, we're going to look through here. Again, you see all these wonderful different categories. We're going to go to General Reference, and we're coming down here to the auto repair source. Now this database has changed names and hands a couple of times. It used to be called AutoMate. Before that it was the Auto Repair Reference Center. Now it's just the auto repair source. It's now done by this company called Motor, M-O-T-O-R, big caps right here. And you're going to see their name come up in a couple of spots that might look confusing, but I'll explain when you see it. All right? So up here you can see it's motor driven, and that's because this company helps businesses, garages, to collect data on times and costs for equivalencies for doing their work, and that's pretty much what it's there for. So from here it just says select a vehicle to get started, and you can see there's nothing else here for you to do, and that's okay because you're going to select your vehicle. Now let's also talk about selecting your vehicle. The newer the model of car, the less information you're going to have. That also goes when you get to really older cars. You're going to have a lack of information. But in the main categories from the 70s on up, there's a lot of information in here. So I'm going to come down to 2010. I'm going to choose Ford, and I'm going to choose Taurus. Now when I choose Taurus SE, do you see how engine automatically filled in? That's because it's the only engine type that the Ford Taurus SE had. For argument's sake, if I go to the Ranger XL, now I have a choice between a 2.3 liter and a 4 liter engine. All right, so let's go back to my Taurus. And from here, off to the side now, I have all this different information. If I go under airbags, for argument's sake, I can look under here under precautions. It gives me some basic information, safety precautions for working with airbags. I can also go into here and look at how to arm and disarm your airbags, what fuse to pull that shuts off your airbags if you're doing some kind of work on your car. And that information is readily available right here. Again, that may be different. What I'm showing you may be different from car to car. It depends on what information this database has on your particular make and model. All right, let's move down to battery replacement. You want to replace your battery? Here's replacement procedures. Battery cable terminal ends, battery cables, or battery replacement. Battery replacement obviously is pretty simple, but there's even a figure in here that shows you all of the different things that you need to know. And you could print this out and take it out to you, or you could load it up on your mobile device, your phone, your tablet, and you're good to go. So battery replacement's pretty easy, but the information is here. Again, if we look down under the other information, under battery cable replacement, again there's complete instructions and mapping of where the different cables go to, how they're connected for you to follow. Okay. Let's take a look at fluids. For argument's sake, let's say that you're not sure exactly where you need to fill the oil. Here's what your oil cap's going to look like, where your power steering reserve is, where your brake fluid is, your transmission dipstick. It's all available right here. Quick, easy diagram for you to find that information. All right, under parts and labor, from here you can put in a particular part. So let's just say that you need a new alternator. You've gone to the shop, they told you you need a new alternator. In here it's going to tell you what your pricing is going to be, and this is the average cost according to their information. Now that may change from state to state, from area to area, but here you can see the average cost of your alternator. Under labor, you're going to see similar information. So we'll look up alternator. This motor time is, again, that motor company's estimated time on how long it should take for them to replace your alternator. Anywhere from 1 to 2 hours, and that way you know whether you're being charged appropriately. So we're moving on past parts and labor, and we're going to move down here to technical service bulletins. Now this is one of the ones that I think everybody should know about. It doesn't matter what make and model of your car you have. It Doesn't matter whether you want to repair it yourself or whether you want someone else to do the repairs for you. This area right here is all the service bulletins that have come out about the Ford Taurus. These are the things that you sometimes get in the mail saying that it's been recalled for something. Follow the service procedure steps to correct the concern. So this is worth reviewing and seeing if there's a particular issue with your car that you need to check on. Under steering and suspension, we can see here some Taurus may exhibit a power steering fluid leak at the reservoir fill cap when operated in very cold climates. Follow the service procedure steps. Must be preserved at room temperature. And again, your dealer or your local mechanic might know about these things, and it may be free to get those repaired. So it's worth taking a look at these particular technical service bulletins. It'll let you know whether there's an issue with your car or not. All right. There's information, again, about your tires, your transmission, your wheel alignment. Many of these things are do-it-yourself information, as well as just knowledge if you want to make sure that someone else is doing the job right for you. The last thing I wanted to show you was the wiring diagrams. And for a lot of you, having a short or something going on in your car is something that's easy for you to do. The hard part is following where those lines are. So let's go under the body of the car and let's go under the keyless entry system. And underneath it here, there's a complete wiring diagram of where those wires go, what they connect to, and how they're supposed to run. So you could follow that line to see where something is. Let's go under suspension. Again, there's a complete wiring diagram of how the wiring is supposed to go for any of you that are interested in working on the electrical system within your car. It's pretty easy. You can see that the database goes all the way down to 1974. Again, I'd say in the early 70s you're going to probably run into a little less data depending on the car. Just about every make and model is listed in here. You can immediately click select a new vehicle and clear this. If you have friends that are auto mechanics, if you have friends that do this on the side, let them know that this resource is available because it's a wonderful resource and it's really helpful. I hope you enjoyed today's class. Again, if you have any questions, if there's something specific you'd like to learn about that the library offers, don't be afraid to shoot us an email. Ask us a question. You can post a message here on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you're watching this video, and we'll be glad to get back to you if we can with a video. Thanks. Have a great day.